G'day scrappers, just another short and sweet scrap out today. A real quick one this. I wanted to scrap out this Cisco board. One of the most expensive kind of boards and most high-end boards that I've ever gotten from Cisco. You might remember these as part of a Cisco pickup. A whole lot of circuit boards. And this was one of the boards that had a price tag on it online for $140,000. As you can see, it's even on a piece of plywood. I've actually got a lot of them now since I've taken all of them apart. But yeah, even though it's like 140,000, the problem is you can't really sell them because that money is part of a whole package, like service, warranty, and all that kind of thing. So, and these boards are very specific to specific configurations. So it's not just one board fits all, like a regular motherboard or something. There wouldn't be another system that would be compatible really with it, because it's configured in its own way. But you know, I've seen one listed for, like, someone was trying to get like $4,000 or something like that, $3,000 for it. You know, it's never going to sell. It's just listed. So what a good opportunity to scrap a super high-end Cisco board. So it's still on a steel backing, but it's a very light back. So it's and we've got a little cover on top here. So it's going to be a very quick scrap, because I've already done one and I know what's sort of inside it. There's nothing much for me to take off for like gold recovery. I'm just going to leave it as is, but there is one good thing that I'll show you when I reveal this, what's underneath. Okay, here we go. Ready for looking at the $140,000 circuit board, potentially. Ta-da! Look at that. That is unbelievably insane. Just to sort of explain it a little bit here, it's one big board, and then there's a whole bunch of modules on top of that. There's not a lot under the modules on the main board, you know, a few ICs and stuff like that, but yeah, it's mostly about these modules. And underneath each of these heat sinks is quite a large BGA. These modules with the round heat sinks, they've got BGAs underneath there. Yeah, there's some real interesting little things on here. And let me just remove it out of the actual plate. So obviously I've tried to pass it on to a couple of my server specialist technician friends. Yeah, and they explained to me how, you know, the complications of it. It's just not something that people would need or buy just on its own. Very, very slight chance. And so, well, you know, it would have been nice to get even a couple of thousand, but I can still get some value out of it. Obviously, you know, unfortunately the board's going to be a scrap, but still I get to make a video out of it. And there are some sellable parts. What you might have noticed looking at it, aside from the modules, most of the modules are like RAM modules. and check out all the little rams. I'll show you them. So I've just been processing all my Cisco boards that I did from that one pickup, and so I'll get a decent payout out of that anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got to remove this back module just to get to the screws underneath and then put it back on. But I really doubt I'll ever get anything like this again, or have the opportunity to put something like this on eBay. Sorry, on YouTube again. So there's just one of the modules. You can see the circular heat sink. Not a lot underneath. It does have a gold band crystal oscillator that I could probably remove. I do want to put it back on. But yeah, there are a few screws here. Okay, there we go. Just give me a sec, let me just put the module back in, screw it back in. Okie dokie. Is that it? That should be it. Can't remember now. Yeah, so it's very heavy, and initially I thought, oh, these trays are going to be, you know, take up a lot of the weight, but they're really thin and they're very light, so that's good. It's only scrap steel, but there we go. The other side, so it does have some, you know, real nice big MLCCs scattered around, gold band crystals scattered around. Actually, look at that giant gold band crystal oscillator compared to a regular one. It's more than twice the size, twice the thickness. Beautiful. So I certainly want that. But it is a bit funny, you know, looking at a few gold band crystal oscillators, you know, a bit of scrap gold recovery from a board that, you know, it's even, there is a online store that still lists this at 140,000. 2 gigabyte. This is one of those smart RAM things. Don't really know, but they're a real heavy RAM. They're not the ones that I want. The way I'll get some extra value out of this is, okay, I can't sell the board, but I can sell these little RAM sticks. And how's these? These are little Toshiba RAMs, tiny little RAMs, compared to a big RAM. So, you know, they're only about 2/3 the size, or half the size of a laptop RAM. They're tiny, really cute. So these are actually pretty good. They're actually called FC RAM. It's a fast cycle RAM. Now, I've never seen them before, to tell you the truth. If I ever have, I've never paid attention, but I've never gotten the board with so many that they stood out. So yeah, FC RAM, fast cycle. So I'm not really sure what that fast cycle means, but obviously it's all about, yeah, sort of running fast. But look at them all. So what have we got? There's 8 already. and depending on the size, there's looks like there's two different sizes here. They sell for between $10 and $25 each. So potentially there's, you know, $500 or $600 worth of RAM to be sold here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Beautiful. It's 25. $29, $33. Wow. That's 37. Yep, that's 41. Whew. Yeah, pretty tight. 41, 45, 50, exactly 50. Wow, how's that? So, as I said, there's two different sizes. Yeah, these ones are the 32 megabyte ones, and then other ones are the 16 megabyte. So the 16 sell for about $10. The 32 sell for about 25. So even at $10 each, that's potentially 500. So there could be, you know, up to $600 or $700 just in these 50 RAM sticks. But obviously, you got to sell them too. So that's a whole different ball game. So there we go. And all I wanted to show you is just these RAM modules under these nice heat sinks here. There's quite a large chip. So I'll show you one that I did before. There we go. Awesome. So underneath one of these heat sinks, I took one off, but I don't want to take off any more because I don't want to lose the weight. So there you go. It's a huge Cisco BGA, and that's the tinned copper heat shield on top, and that's all that is there. So again, it looks like a tin plated copper heat shield, and it looks like a silicon top BGA. Not something that I can get value out of gold recovery, but certainly the refiners will get plenty of gold out of this. But they are super heavy, so probably get about $60, $70 just for this board as it is. Just maybe remove a couple of the gold band crystal oscillators. But each module on most of them, or these ones anyway, have nice BGAs on there as well, clean ones, especially the central ones, really nice BGAs, and underneath as well. But anyway, so that's all I thought I'd show you. So these FC RAMs, I got 50 from each board, so I got 100 of them. You know, and as I said, I was pretty excited when I first got these. I got a whole bunch of boards in big Cisco boxes, like giant boxes, and they were like 3 feet square. Yeah, when I looked up these particular ones, yeah, one website showed 140 odd thousand. Got excited, but most people sort of put me back in my spot and said, oh, you know, no, it's, you know, At best there's one selling for a few grand on eBay, but you know, it's still there, it's never going to sell. And yeah, they're just this part number, it's actually got two part numbers. One part number is your regular Cisco part number for the standard board, and then it's got the configured part number, and so that part number doesn't come up anywhere else because it's just specific to whatever they intended this for. And obviously this is from a main telco company. They're not going to get rid of this sort of stuff if they can get some value or see it, you know, they can use it, you know, especially when they're brand new in box. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that little bit in, a little scrap, and yeah, short and sweet again. Just gonna try and do a few more of these short ones whilst I'm catching up on everything here. Little update, the garage is you know, looking good. There's no difference to the last video, because you won't notice all the little bits. I've actually put a few things in there because I've taken a lot of things out of the shed. Here we go. Something you guys haven't seen for a long time is inside this shed, and I've managed to get way in. There was a big desk that I picked up from street scrapping once. I was going to bring it in, but I decided I'm getting rid of it, so I just took it out. I had another look at it. It just needed too much work to restore it. I don't have time, so I'm just going to get rid of it and just buy a good one ready to go one day. So yeah, awesome that I've got into this shed. Couldn't believe some of the things that were in here. I've cleaned up, taken out a lot of IP cameras, still got a lot of surveillance stuff all at the back there. All those boxes, they're all IP cameras, surveillance cameras, dome cameras, long cameras. There's probably 50 of them still there, so I'm trying to get on top of them. Just all kinds of things I've thrown in. You know, there's buckets and oh god knows, but I had two massive piles of laptops that I forgot all about. I even had keyboards in here, so you know, I got rid of them quickly. So the laptops have all been checked through, and you know, they're going to be sent to my buyer. But now, yeah, it's just a matter of the reason why I started on this shed so quickly is because there are things in the garage. As I'm cleaning the garage, I want to still keep for storage. So I want to put them in the shed and get them out of the way so I can really clean out the garage properly. And I've got, you know, like barrels here. You know, these two barrels here, they're just RAM, and it looks like there might be speakers. I'm going to have to get rid, because I'm getting I'm having my own hard rubbish collected in a couple of days, so I've been putting out stuff for my own collection. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still trying to get on top of everything in the side there, taking out things. I've found, you know, in the shed a whole lot of tools and equipment that I forgot all about, that I've just stashed in there. Even a lot of these lights, they're just like light power boxes, industrial. You know, you put a big shade around a big globe. I'm just going to scrap them out. I don't need them. Don't know why I kept them. Yeah, so I pulled out a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of power tools that I've gotten from pickups. So I'll get rid of that. And yeah, this week is going to be quite a good week for processing stuff. Had to prune trees and that. I couldn't actually walk through here, so I had to give it a real hard prune this year. And yeah, even the chickens got access there now. Nice. But yeah, that's it guys, just wanted to make it short. I'm going to continue on with this shed and keep pulling things out that I need to throw out in the council rubbish pickup, and yeah, get some room. And you know, I've had to put some more stuff back in here. This side's starting to get a bit full again. But I'm getting there, I'm really getting there. Processed a lot lately. So there we have it guys, the most expensive Cisco circuit board that I've ever gotten. Awesome, absolutely unbelievable. would have been nice to like remove all the heat sinks and see, but I don't want to lose value on the heat sinks and screws and stuff, and these are just sort of like funny little modules. There's no real gold recovery there anyway. I've gotten the main thing, all these FC rams. Anyone wants to explain what a fast cycle ram is, be my guest. And I've got another little bonus ram that might even be worth 30 bucks on its own, who knows. But it's only 2 gigabyte, but unfortunately couldn't sell it, but still awesome scrap. I'm going to sell it as a scrap. Well, it's still a telecom kind of board, but because it's got these heat sinks and stuff, it's going to go still as a server grade board. It doesn't make much difference. It's only about 60 cents a kilo. I'm happy to get that. And oh yeah, and I'll just show you a lot of the other Cisco boards. So these were all on the backplane boards. As you can see, they're a lot different. Not as impressive, but they're still super heavy. I'll get good scrap value, but yeah, not as impressive. They did have more tantalums. You know, I plucked off some tantalum capacitors, but still left a fair amount, so it doesn't look like it's been seriously depopulated. You know, weird kind of Cisco board here. Got a couple of them. Modules sort of go into there, but again, I've left all the heat sinks on to get the better value, but selling it as a server board. All kinds of things. Really nice Cisco here. Again, partially depopulated. So all these nice Broadcom BGAs are still here. The main Cisco BGAs are still there. That's all there, but there were 3 on the side. I took them just to bring it down from a telecom grade to a server grade, just to get a little bit of value for me, rather than just giving stuff away. All right, guys. Well, hope that was a little bit of a fun catch up for you. I'm flat out. I'm not, you know, I'm going flat out every day. These are some of the PCs that I've taken out of the garage just to make room, so I've got to get onto them, take them to scrap metal when I finish with them. So keep scrapping, guys, have fun, and I'll catch you next time.